Hi, everybody.
Hello there.
I'm Jerry.
And I'm Linda.
We're the Newcomers. We got our big week before Christmas show.
All right.
We've been doing a lot to get ready for it. We've been gathering goods and things. We're having relatives over. We're so blessed. We're going to have all 7 grandkids. Mm-hmm. We're going to have 2 out of 3 of our sons and their wives. Mm-hmm. So, well, we're having 2 wives, and we're having the other girlfriend.
We're just missing one son.
So we're getting everybody except one son, and he's hopefully going to be back in January. So
yeah,
we're hoping
he's
for
been
that.
Deployed. He's over in the Israel area, so he will be back hopefully the first part of January. And
when we get ready for all these guests, you know, we're stockpiling. You know, we're getting in all the goodies and the stocking stuffers and the candy and the stuff for the food and whatever.
Yeah.
And I found out this week that I am getting stronger.
You are?
Yep.
Okay.
I could carry $300 worth of groceries in one trip from the car. Huh?
Maybe it was just like 4 hams or something.
Yeah, the dollar is not going as far as it used to, is it? And it's easier here because all the homes, not all, there's always those 1 or 2 people that have to have a 2-story house, but 99% of the homes here are 1-story.
Yeah.
So it's so easy compared to back where we were.
Yeah.
You know, you pop that trunk, you get the groceries, and in one level, boom, you're on the kitchen counter in 15 steps.
I love that.
It's so nice.
I even thought about having a little bitty wagon just to go out to the garage, and when you open that trunk and put all the stuff in one wagon instead of going back and forth.
Well, I mean, yeah, but you got to admit, even if you, and we use a bungee cord. We open our garage door, put a little bungee cord on that door, and pull it open so we can make our trips in and out.
Yeah, the laundry room door, yes. Yeah, I misplaced it last week, and
that was a real hardship. But that's and 1-level house living. That is so good because we've never had that.
Yes,
it's really nice.
Yeah,
we have been going to some open houses. You know, there are some Christmas parties.
Get together.
It's a festive place here. You know, people ask, how is Christmas in the villages? And we'll talk about that a little bit later. But basically, I want you to know that it's very Christmassy here. The only thing not is the weather.
I know.
But even that weather's been a little bit chilly this week.
I know, it really has. And we had a little bit of a rainstorm on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
We were going to get some weather. I want to tell you, too, you were talking about the festive and the lights. This was in the paper, and I kind of copied it. Brighten up the holidays with the Daily Sun's Lights Guide. So there's a guide that you can find out. This in Sunday's paper. If you missed the Sunday's paper, maybe find somebody that has the Sunday paper for you, and it has a listing and maps of the best and brightest holiday lights at homes throughout the villages, so and even the surrounding communities. So that would be fun for your relatives. You can have them come in to do that kind of thing. Yeah,
they're all over. I know there was one in Pine Ridge. You know, you'll see the list in the paper, but it's fun. But our standby is Vinny. Look at Vinny's house.
Oh man, it was hopping.
Well, I tried to catch it on a time when nobody was there so I could get good pictures of it for you. But just beautiful. And you know, Vinny has a big heart, and he does it every single holiday. He collects toys for Tots, and just a giving person, and we appreciate him. And just a great thing. And I saw that they've got a little house for Santa Claus. I wonder when he's coming.
Probably Christmas Eve.
That'll be fun. Hey, speaking of Christmas, if you haven't bought all your Christmas presents, we have an Amazon storefront. It's on our website, www.jerryandlinda.com. And if you buy anything from Amazon within 24 hours of when you hit that link, we get a little credit for our channel. It doesn't cost you a penny more, but it helps us out. So please, if you're doing your shopping, and not only Christmas for that matter, but the whole year. Yeah, birthday. If you want anything off Amazon, if you use our link, it helps our channel. So we really do appreciate that very much. Yeah. Hey, we went to the Savannah Center for a show. It
was an amazing show. We saw the ELO tribute band. Man, it was fabulous. Fabulous.
It's called Ticket to the Moon, and they're not going to be back this year, but they've been here before, so they'll come back next year probably. Yeah. It's a Victory Productions, and Victory Productions does a great job of bringing the kind of music I like to hear.
Absolutely.
But ELO's long been one of my absolute favorite bands, and I'm going to tell you honestly, if you were in the audience and you didn't know the difference, you would not know it wasn't.
If you were blindfolded or whatever.
It was so good. So good.
I mean, it was looked like a sold out performance. And boy, the people were singing, you know, you can see them mouthing the words,
that was incredible. I looked over. I mean, you know, I'll say these folks our age and older,
a lot older.
Man, they are jamming. I told Linda at one time, I said, look at this crowd. Every single head in the crowd was bobbing.
Yeah.
That was really something. But Ticket to the Moon,
Ticket to the Moon,
a great band brought here by Victory Productions.
Yeah.
We've got a great show for you today. Hit it, Wally.
Send us your questions, we've got your answers. Jerry and Linda's Mailbag Monday.
We often get emails, Facebook questions about renting, about looking for new homes. We don't have anything to do with any of that. But I will tell you that one thing that I think is great to use is the app called The Villages. And you go there and they have a home finder and you can plug in all the parameters of what you want. You know, do you want a designer home or a courtyard villa or a patio villa or a veranda home? You know, you plug that in, you put in how much money you want to spend, and they'll show you what's offered.
Yeah.
But a new feature that I just noticed it, and I think it's new. You can put the area that you want. One is Brownwood Pine Ridge. One is Fenney.
Okay.
Another one would be Sumter Landing area. So you can look by locations.
Right.
So it's really good. That will be a big help. It is on the app, but it's also on thevillages.com. You can go there and it has an area that you can go and find homes and put in that same sort of information and find them. So I think it's very helpful. And when we want to find information for you, that's where we head. We head over there to look and see how many homes are for sale.
Okay, so this is for homes for sale.
Yeah,
right?
homes for sale, not rent.
That's what
the
Villages not going to put down homes for rent.
No, not renting. And I led into that with my lead-in, didn't I?
Yeah, because I thought you were still talking about renting.
And
Villages have a thing for renting?
She catches almost all my mistakes.
I do. I'm looking for them. Well, you know, when I was in Bargains and Blessings this last week, I ran into a couple that talked to me about actually renting here in the Villages too. Back step about renters. They were going to come for extended stay for like 3 months, but they had a hard time evidently not being able to do in the same home for 3 months. They had to switch homes 3 different times.
That's what they say, right?
Yeah, for the renting. So if you want to rent, you better get yourself in gear like a year in advance at least to figure out where you want to go.
We had good friends that rented a house up in the village of Caroline.
Yes.
This was 3 years ago, and the rent was $5,000 a month in the wintertime. Of course, that's the prime time.
That's right.
$5,000 a month.
Yeah.
But I think some of those have dropped because the demand maybe has dropped a little bit. Yeah. But I also want to tell you that at any given time, there might be on that VLS, that's Villages Listing System site, there might be 300 homes for sale. That doesn't mean there are only 300 homes for sale in the Villages.
Right.
Because there are also a whole bunch of other homes listed by the MLS service, which is realtors outside the Villages selling homes that are inside the Villages. But keep in mind that if you want to buy a new home, there's only one way to get it, and that's through the Villages listing service.
That's right. Time for our viewer video question.
This one's from Danny Blinn. What you got, Danny?
Hi, Jerry and Linda. Danny Blinn from Portsmouth, Rhode Island, 15 minutes from Newport. We built a new designer home in Newell, and we are here for a few more years. And my question of the day is, what does it take to service a golf cart? I know you've had some shows on sales, but how about service? Interested in that because of the fact that, you know, we always service our automobiles at the dealership level, and I'm interested to see what they recommend for these golf carts for service other than oil changes. See you when I get there.
Danny, a good question, because once you get a golf cart, you have to service it. Most of us never had a golf cart before. We don't know what's involved. In fact, we're going to bring you a show on that very topic. But they need annual oil changes if you drive it a lot. And you probably should change it once a year anyway. It only takes 1 quart. 1 quart of oil. Very easy. The maintenance is so easy on these things.
Right.
But there are businesses here that will do it for you. The Village's Golf Cars down there will do it if you bought your car from them. There's Willie's Golf Car Service, Todd Casey's Golf Car Service. There are a bunch of them. And maybe they'll check your, your chassis to make sure it's greased, and they'll check the air in your tires and whatnot.
There's also, they can come to your house, but there's also a service that will come with a truck and take your cart away and work on it.
Yeah, some of them will come right to your home, park out front, service your cart, drive away. Others will take your cart on the back of their truck back to their place, or you can drive it. So there are a lot of options, but Danny, you can get your cart serviced very easy. And that's the great thing about golf carts. They are beasts. They will take a licking and keep on ticking. Speaking of viewer videos, we need more. They only need to be 20, 30, 40 seconds. So get your creative hat on. Have your neighbor, your wife, your brother, whatever, hold that phone and send your question in. And we really appreciate it. Just remember to hold that phone in landscape format, and we'll stockpile some questions and we'll pop them on every week.
Yeah. This is from Joan in the village of Hawkins. There are so many hockey players in the villages. I'd love to see an ice rink, not only for them, but for figure skaters and curlers. Wouldn't it be great to attach it to the new high school, where it could be a community facility for all ages?
Yeah, and look at Joan. Oh my gosh, she looks like a teenager. She looks like Peggy Fleming or
she's amazing.
Dorothy Hamill or one of those folks.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, but that was plastic she was skating on. It wasn't really an ice rink. And she sent us that picture. So thank you for sending that, Joan.
That was during the tree lightings.
Yeah, that was during the festivities.
They had a little area there. That's pretty
But
cool.
it would be a neat idea to have one. It kind of doesn't go with Florida, an ice rink,
Yeah. Well, I think that would be a blast. I have ice skated.
I love that curling. I love it. You ever watch curling on the Olympics? They got these big stones, and they push those down, and they're brooming. And wouldn't that be fun to be able to go watch that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love it. Clara and Sassy, right? I know you need air conditioning in the summertime and maybe even in the fall. Do you have to use heat of some sort in the winter? If so, what do you use? Which would be more expensive, the utilities in the summer or the winter? Great question.
It is, and we do use it in the fall. I mean, air conditioning in the fall. It's still hot in September and October.
Have we used our heat yet?
I don't think so.
I don't think we've turned it on yet.
No.
Or there is a setting where you can have it both, automatic. But I don't think we have. I think it's, and it's been down to what?
It was 40s in the night.
40s.
But I put on extra blankets on the bed.
Well, yeah, but the house heats up to 70 in the day.
Yeah, so it wasn't too bad.
It's not so bad. Okay, which is cheaper? The winter is cheaper by far. By far, our heating and electric bill, cheaper in the wintertime.
Very much.
Yeah. And when do you think we'll turn on that heat?
When we get snow.
Yeah, when it snows, we'll turn it on. No, we will turn it on because, we will start shivering here probably in 1st of January.
Oh, yeah, it was cold. We got down in the 30s in January and February. This is a story from one of my friends. She's posted on Facebook, and we just had to share it with you. Freaking out, she says. Okay, so I walk in the house, and Brian says, "Don't freak out and don't move." And he grabs his camera and snaps this picture of me. Well, of course I'm freaking out and yelling, "What is it?" Then he shows me the picture and I scream and toss my hat. The hat and frog went flying. The frog then proceeded to hop under my fridge. Okay, so now I'm freaking out and that he is going to grow up and be a big frog and find him in another place and some other time. This isn't good. No snakes, lizards, or frogs for me. What the heck bleep am I doing in Florida? She lives right now in Miami.
They have more critters in Miami than we have up here.
Yeah, I reckon.
It's a lot cooler up here than it is in Miami.
Oh my goodness.
That's a tree frog, Amy. They are the sweetest, cutest little things. I love them. They're just little bitty frogs. They don't get big at all. And sometimes they're bright green. And,
oh, yeah.
Oh, they've got these little suction cup hands. Yeah. I love them. What they do is they will be on your house. And we have heard tales of people's dog coming in. And when that dog comes in, those frogs go, oh. And they drop on the dog and come in the house. In this case, it looks like they jumped on her hat.
Yeah. Well, it happened to us. Gizmo and I were going outside, and I opened the screen door. And when I opened the screen door, I saw a little bit of a flash, but I didn't know what it was. And all of a sudden, Gizmo went crazy. And I turned around, and he ran over to the kitchen counter and started looking at the kitchen counter, or the underneath the counter. And I thought, what is it? And I saw it right away. It was a tree frog. So I had to get it. So right away, I grabbed it. But yeah, I don't want those babies in my house. I don't want them in my house either.
She's not afraid of
Amy,
critters.
That's crazy. I hope you got rid of that little tree frog.
It's safely. Huh?
I have a sneeze, but it didn't come out.
You do that? And does that help if you...
It's a pressure point. He
if
takes
you do
your
that?
sneeze away. You need to do this because you're sweating on your lip.
I'm sweating?
Your lip is sweating. I see beads right on your lip.
What?
You got beads on your mustache. Do it again. Lori. That's a whoop. XXX.
Sorry.
It's about ice skating.
Okay, let me rub my nose.
It was an email.
This question came in. It wasn't signed, but it's timely, so I thought I'd bring it to you. It concerns the prices for playing golf. This is the cheap season to golf where I live. How are the prices down there for someone that lives there? I'm talking for the big courses.
Oh.
Well, when you say big courses, you're talking championship golf.
Right.
And the prices just came out last week for the January 1st to June 1st time period. I've got them here for you. If you look at that graphic, you can see that there are a couple of different price levels, but we're going to go with the one in the middle that has Belglade, Bonifay, Cane Garden, Evans Prairie, Glenview, so on. Most of the courses. For what they call an enhanced membership, that's someone that buys a membership to enable them to have cheaper golf, it's going to cost you $51.50 for a round. If you're a resident member like myself, like a lot of my friends, then that will cost $69.50 to play one 18-hole round of golf. If you are a guest of a member with an enhanced membership, you'll pay $78.50 for a round of golf, and if you're just a regular guest, $81. That's a regular guest of a resident here. If you're a non-resident and you just come here to play golf, you're going to pay $91.50 for that round of golf during the peak season. Pretty expensive if you ask me. That's why I don't play championship golf.
Well, I know one thing, after you play golf, you're not going to want to go out to eat because it's going to be another $30.
Yeah. Well, once I play golf, if I played and it cost me $69.50,
you're going home for a tuna fish.
I lost three $3 balls. I come up to $80 on a round of golf.
You'll come home for tuna fish.
But hey, there are plenty of people playing out there every single day.
That's true. So, we see them.
It's a golf community, and that's the thing. The executive courses, of course, and you all know this, they're free. If you are a resident here, they're free. And if you're a guest, I think it costs about $11. I'm not sure on that.
I wonder if
that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. This next question is from Bob in Alabama. I hear talk that there are 8 women for every man in the villages. I've been there twice and I ain't had much luck. What can I do?
Bob in Alabama.
Well,
that's a farce, by the way. There are not 8 women for every man here. Many people are married, and that's a one-to-one thing. So we're only really talking about either divorcees or widows and single men. And we found it's about 2.5 to 1.
Okay.
And again, that's totally unofficial, as is everything we tell you. Don't rely on us. We're just doing the best we can. But 2.5 to 1. Well, so still better than average odds up there in Alabama.
Yeah. Well, men do seem to die sooner than women. Women have a longer lifespan usually, because I guess you're just so busy working.
We're wrestling alligators. We're
thinking about all these things and worrying. But no, so I don't know. I hope you find somebody.
Mark and Lori Durrell, right? My question is, are the country club restaurants open to the public or just residents? just like the country club golf courses, the championship courses, they're open to everyone.
Yes.
And there's no difference in price whether you're a resident or a, just come off the street or from a nearby town or you're here on vacation.
Anybody
or whatever.
can go.
Anybody can go, and it's good. We often review restaurants here, and we haven't done any of the country clubs yet.
No, we should.
But they're pretty good, and they've got a large menu, and the views from these country clubs are fantastic.
It is nice.
So we do like to go there, and we eat there on occasion.
Yeah. The next question, someone asked if they can see our tree. Well, we have a little story about that too. We had a tree from last year, an artificial tree, and we used to get real trees long time ago, but that was a hassle. But now we have a little bit of a hassle with our artificial tree. The light bulbs, half of them or 3/4 of them burned out from last year. So I spent a long time taking all of them out, ordering new bulbs, putting them back in, and lo and behold, put the new ones in, still didn't work.
And I did it too.
He changed a few bulbs.
I changed it.
Out of the 200 bulbs you did, how many?
I did about 150 of them. I was changing 3 for every one you changed.
Maybe that's true.
Yeah.
But anyhow, we ended up finding another strand of lights and put it around it and moved it to a
But that was after we ordered a new tree on Amazon.
We ordered a new tree. I said, what are we going to do? We have to have a tree. We have to have lights. So Jerry was so kind, and he said, get on there and find your tree. So
listen, this pity party. I tell her buy whatever she wants, and believe me, she does. I mean, I don't have to tell her. She makes the same amount of money I do.
That's true. That's
so
true.
So she can buy whatever she wants.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't want to spend hundreds. I went to.
But all this Jerry let me stuff. These women out there.
Yeah, they're going to jump on you.
They're out there.
Feet. They're going to jump on you.
They do. They say, "Oh, he let her. Isn't that kind of him?" Oh, come on. I don't let her. She does anything. Believe me, she is the. She's the enforcer here.
I go to shop a lot. I use my phone a lot too. Anyway, I went into one of our local stores looking for trees, and I was not going to spend $400.
They're expensive.
But anyway, we end up getting the tree from Amazon, and we put the old tree in another room, and we're going to show you these trees now. And
we've been showing them while you were talking. No.
Okay. It's time for Out and About.
We generally go to a local restaurant that's not a chain for Out and About, but I've made it a public knowledge that Texas Roadhouse is really good. So we went to this Texas Roadhouse to give you a report and show it to you. That's the home of those famous rolls. Are you a fan like I am? Oh my goodness. And I've heard you can go in and buy those rolls, by the way.
You can.
But I'm on a diet now. I'm on a big diet. I'm eating about 1 meal a day, and then I'm kind of just having some slim fast.
I think you should have 2 meals a day to get your breakfast started.
All right. You talked me into it.
There goes this diet. So sorry about that.
But oh my gosh. Diane, who did the cupcake show with us, she gave me a bag of the most wonderful peanut butter fudge. And I ate a whole bunch of it the other day. And then I came home and weighed in, and I said, that's it. So
you got on the scales.
Oh my gosh.
He hasn't told me that.
And it's just like every other Texas Roadhouse. None of them give you the peanuts anymore.
No.
You have to request the peanuts now. They're in these little bags. I had something different. I tried country fried steak.
Okay.
And I had mashed potatoes. And you get 2 sides. So I had a cup of chili. Oh my gosh. I'm going to tell you right now, that chili is, I would have a 5-gallon bucket of that chili if I could. So good. So good. So loved it. And what'd you order?
I had a steak, and I upgraded to a ribeye. And it was delish. I only eat usually half of my steak, and then I bring it home so Jerry can have another bite tomorrow or the next day. I usually do half of meals when I eat out. But anyway, I had a baked potato and salad. Blue cheese dressing is my go-to. I love blue cheese, and it was a good salad. The bowl was frozen almost. Only thing I didn't care much about the restaurant, it was a little noisy in there.
A little bit noisy.
A little noisy.
But we still could converse.
Yeah.
One of our dining companions got a steak along with the baked potato, and they opted for the vegetables. I asked the guy, I said, what are your vegetables of the day? He said the same that we've had ever since we opened 5 years ago. Broccoli and carrots. So that's what he got.
Good vegetables.
And his wife got beef tips.
Beef tips.
Beef tips.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's probably the vegetables too.
Our bill came to $41.71. That's the food and the taxes. And then after tip, came to about $50 for the two of us. Mm-hmm. But it's a good meal. It's one of our go-to places.
Mm-hmm. But I got to tell a little story on that place too. You remember when I lost my phone last week? Well, guess who lost something this week? Yeah, we're getting ready to pay, and the bill comes for our Texas Roadhouse bill, and Jerry gets out his wallet. He's looking at me, and then he goes, oh, he could not find his credit card. It's gone. It's gone. So Linda gets out her phone, gets her credit card that thankfully last week I did not lose, and gave him my card. And so he proceeds to pay. And now he's racking his brain. Where did I use it? Where I use it? So we figured out where he used it last. So we were going to have to go through all that rigmarole call, whatever. Well, we get up to go, and Jerry's standing on a napkin out in the walkway, and I said, oh, I'm going to get that napkin. So I bend down and pick up the napkin and get him off the napkin, and I turn around to put it on the table, and as I did, thankfully I had to turn around. There was Jerry's credit card, flat, but almost down in the crease back behind where he was sitting.
I don't know, but she saved me. She saved me.
He was so happy. He did. He hugged me just like this.
Thank you.
Right in the store, but in the restaurant. But yeah, he loses things too. We both do. Oh my gosh, we have to be more careful. We do.
Let's go to the word jumble.
Yep.
Now, last week the answer was Florida's friendliest hometown. Mm-hmm. And this week we have a new puzzle for you. And the clue is, a few times a year, grands join in the fun. Remember, if you get the answer, let us know in the comment section that you got it, but don't give it away. Just let us know that you know. Now, do you have any entertainment for us?
We do. There's always something happening in the villages, and especially now during the holiday time. The Savannah Center, this is an interesting one. Wheel of Fortune, live tomorrow night. That's on Tuesday at 7 o'clock at the Savannah Center. So that should be cool. On Wednesday this week, Eagle Mania. And then Thursday, Holly Dolly Christmas. So lots of good things at the Savannah Center.
Eagle Mania is something I would like to see.
Yeah.
Man, the Eagles, so many great songs. What's your favorite Eagle song? There are so many. I think maybe Desperado is my favorite.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Yeah.
Now, the Sharon, the VPO, which is the Village's Philharmonic Orchestra, is playing the holiday celebration at 7 o'clock on... I forget what day. I think it's on Tuesday. So anyway, please go to these things. You're going to enjoy them, and it's always fun in the villages.
You know, that orchestra you mentioned, that's one of the reasons I like ELO so much.
Yes.
They had cellos, and sometimes they have violins and orchestral music.
Beautiful.
Just great. Mm-hmm. Let's go to Sweet and Salty. Do you want to go to do the sweet?
I'm going to do the sweet.
All right. I'll do the salty.
Doing the sweet.
Yeah, I know. I know you do.
This is from Jan Satterfield. You all are a breath of fresh air for us in this stressed out world. Your sincerity and down-to-earth presentations are so great to look forward to every week. Thank you. It's so relaxing watching you all. And thank you so much for all the fun times and laughter also. You all are very much appreciated. I like to laugh.
Yeah, thank you, Jan. Those are nice things to say.
Very much.
And I think if you're one of the people that have bumped into us out in public, you know that we genuinely like to meet you and see you and would like to meet Jan and tell her thank you for that beautiful comment.
Very
thank
nice.
you.
Thank you, Jan.
Although I would also like to meet LG. LG wrote the salty comment today.
Uh-oh.
You know, you have to be on your best behavior. Once you get recognizable, which, you know, we are a little bit recognizable out in public, so always have to be on my best behavior. But I would like to meet LG.
Put your halo on.
You guys are snobs.
Ooh.
Glad that I didn't subscribe.
Snobs? Really?
You know, usually I don't tell these people what I really want to tell them. I'll usually say something like, thanks for watching. Or, thank you, LG. We appreciate you watching our channel. It's time to recognize the friends of our channel. You'll see their names scrolling across the top. Was that right?
Nope, this way.
I never can remember that because we're backwards here, see?
Yeah, I'm pretending like we're looking
Yeah.
at this.
No, and, you know, as we told you, we love you guys, and we're happy when we can put your names up there. So thank each and every one of you.
Yes.
I want to talk about one of our viewers today. Her name is Chrissy McKevitt. And the reason I'm bringing her up, and she has no idea, and I don't even think Linda has any idea.
No.
But Linda knows Chrissy. Chrissy is one of those people that would give you the shirt off her back.
Absolutely. Right.
She's always looking for ways to make people happy, and she is just a ball of sunshine.
Yeah.
And she recently kind of adopted a family along with a group that she belongs to, and has been working so hard to make this a special Christmas for them. But that's just one isolated incident. She does it all the time, and she's a good example because we get people saying, you know, things to us in our emails like, you know, you privileged people, why don't you do something for others? And we want to let you know that the Villages is full of people that do so much for others.
Yeah.
She's just one example, but she is a great one.
She is.
So thank you, Chrissy.
Okay. We met Lori Hudson and her husband at the ELO tribute. Nice folks.
Joel and Mary Ann have a beautiful home in the village of Finney. They're not full-time yet, but they're moving in that direction. They say they're going to go on our cruise in January. I know we're all looking forward to that.
Yeah.
That cruise is sold out. We're super looking forward to it, January 28th. And we're going to meet a lot of new people and do that. But we do have another cruise coming up in July, and we're going to Alaska. I think there are only a couple of cabins available for that if anybody's interested.
Yeah, come on and join us. We're going to have a good time. Well, we bumped into Cindy and John, and they live in the village of Chitty Chatty, and they say they're enjoying it here.
We know another Cindy and John, don't we?
Do,
Some good friends of ours. We got an email, or I saw something from Wanda, and Wanda has a fabulous attitude. I love what she said. She said, I must say, I just enjoy bringing all our money down there to trade for some warm sunshine. We will keep coming no matter what.
That's right.
You know, when you think about it, that's what you do. You know, because we pay a little more to live here.
Yeah.
And we just do it because of that beautiful sunshine and these fantastic people.
Right in the sunshine.
Yeah. That's going to do it for this week's edition of
Mailbag Monday.
Thank you for tuning in today. And be sure to tune in on Thursday. I'm going to have a show featuring the Villages Improv. That's a group of people that sort of ad-lib and get together and have fun. And they're going to talk about 25 things you can't say about the Villages.
Oh, that'll be a fun show.
Yes.
If you haven't done it yet, please subscribe to our channel and follow us on Facebook. Until next time.
See you when you get here.